Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive and it's now time for us to answer your queries on Autoselector. Sirish joins us as always. Hi Sirish, our first question comes in to us from Arun Warrior. Arun writes in saying, you're probably fed up of answering this question. Arun, we're never fed up of taking queries from our viewers. Arun writes in saying he's confused. He wants to buy a new Swift and is confused between the petrol and diesel version. He lives in Mumbai. He doesn't plan to use the car daily. It will mostly be used over the weekends with an occasional Mumbai-Pune trip thrown in. He's buying the car on a loan, and given the EMIs, a fuel price rise and his intended usage, should he buy petrol or diesel? What would you recommend, Sirish?
Well, Arun, since your running is not going to be that much, it makes sense to go for the petrol car. If you're doing 20,000 kilometers, it'll take you at least 3 years to recover the initial investment that you have over a diesel engine car. Now, between the Swift petrol and diesel, there's almost ₹1 lakh difference. It'll take you 3 years if you do at least 20,000 kilometers every year to just recover that initial investment. That does not look into the additional outflows on EMIs. Plus, later on, the diesel engine will cost a little bit more in terms of service, in terms of maintenance. So overall, because you're going to be running around occasionally in Pune and occasional Mumbai-Pune run, makes no sense. Stick with the petrol. In fact, the petrol is a nicer engine compared to the diesel. It's it's got more reviness. It's a little more enjoyable to drive. It's a little more involving. It stretches the limits of that Swift chassis, makes it more fun to drive. So stick with the petrol. You'll enjoy it, and you won't lose money compared to the diesel, even if prices go up. And right now, prices aren't going to go up. In fact, there's talk of prices dropping, and diesel will get more expensive. They have to correct prices of diesel. So that disparity between petrol and diesel will get corrected. In the short term or in the medium term, we don't know for sure, but the disparity will narrow.
Okay, from cars now to SUVs. Our next question comes in to us from Dipayan Mukherjee. He writes in saying he wants to buy an SUV but wants a throwback to the 80s as he's very fond of the 1980s design. He currently owns a Contessa and an Audi. He's considering the Maruti Gypsy and the Mahindra Thar. His usage will be in semi-urban areas and he'll have a daily commute of about 50 kilometers. Sirish, what would you suggest?
Yeah, well, if you want old school looks, the Thar really works. It looks macho, it looks butch, it looks from the 80s, 70s, even 60s. So in terms of the way it looks, the way it is styled, it is much better than the Gypsy. Plus, it's got a diesel engine, so a little more economical. Running costs are not that high. It also has a little comfort factor, a little more comfortable than the Gypsy. So all things considered, the Thar is the best bet for you.
And now on to a query on two-wheelers. Our final question of the week comes into us from Surat. Rishabh Goyal writes in saying he wants to buy himself a motorcycle. His choices are the Honda CBR 250R, the Hero Charisma ZMR, the Bajaj Pulsar 220 and the Yamaha R15 2.0. His priorities are good looks, service costs, technology and power. So what would you recommend, Sirish?
Definitely the Honda CBR 250R. It is our new bike of the year at the CNBC TV18 Overdrive Awards. It is the best bike in its segment. I think it's the best looking, though styling is subjective. It's got excellent performance, same Honda quality, reliability, everything that you want on the bike is there. Now, if you're looking for outright lap times on a racetrack, the R15 is slightly quicker. It is a more focused and a slightly more sporty machine. But the CBR, it is better rounded. It has the best of all worlds in terms of handling, in terms of ride quality, in terms of the ease of riding in the city, comfort on the highways when you're doing long rides. So all things considered, the CBR is the best in that segment.
Okay, happy riding, Rishabh. With that, it is time for us to wrap up Autoselector for this week. Remember, if you have a query, we'll answer it for you. Send us your questions to helpdesk@overdrive.co.in.